One quiet afternoon at the Megapolis Zoo, Chumley was deep in thought, and Tennessee Tuxedo was deep in
the Wild West. What a place. Cowboys and Indians. The old Chisholm Trail. The U.S. Cavalry. Just imagine being the first penguin on the western frontier. Sergeant Tennessee Tuxedo reporting, sir. What are your orders, General Livingston? Round up Geronimo? Meet Sitting Bull at Little Bighorn? Cut Crazy Horse off at the pass?
No, nothing like that. It's these sudden Indian attacks on the fort. Now I'm sending you and your men to the outpost beyond the ridge so you can warn the fort.
Yes, sir.
And remember, we're depending on you to give us the warning. I don't want any more surprise attacks.
You can count on me, General. Tennessee Tuxedo will not fail. All right, men, mount up. Forward! Oh!
Stop! My office! Wait!
All right, men, how will we get our warning message to the fort?
Why don't we do sort of like the Pony Express, huh? Why don't I stay up on my horse, ready to ride, huh?
That's exactly what I was going to suggest, Yak.
And so Yak waited astride his horse, while the others carefully watched for Indians.
Gee, Tennessee, look at that funny cloud.
That, Chumley, is what us old troopers call a dust storm.
If that's a dust storm, it's the first one I ever saw wearing feathers.
Feathers? It's the Indians! Ride, Yak! Warn the fort!
Here I go!
Well, Corporal Tennessee, what have you to say for yourself?
This time, Tennessee Tuxedo will not fail.
He'd better not.
Men, we've got to find a better way to get our warning to the fort.
Gee, Tennessee, I read in a book once that Robin Hood and his men used to send messages on the end of an arrow.
You've got a point there, Chumley. Let's give it a try. All ready for the test shot, Chumley. Point the arrow toward the fort.
Okay, Tennessee.
Fire! Yo! Chumley, you dimwit!
Gee, Tennessee, it wasn't my fault. We need a bigger bow and arrow. This one won't shoot far enough.
There now. With this bow, you could shoot a message clear over to California.
Battle stations, boys. Here comes another feather duster.
Listen, Chumley. They're carrying on like a bunch of wild Indians out there. All right, Chumley, fire at will.
You fire at will. Gee, Tennessee, I don't know any of them by name.
No, you numbskull. Fire at the fort.
Oh.
No word from the outpost yet, General.
Well, no news is good news. All right. Private Tennessee, if those Indians get by you with another surprise attack, I'll put you in the guardhouse for 6 months.
Believe me, General, this time Tennessee Tuxedo will not...
Oh, shut up.
Man, I think the General is getting a little bit upset. Chumley and I are riding into Dodge City to see the one man who can help us. Come on, Chumley.
Soon our heroes arrived at the office of Phineas J. Whoopi, the man with all the answers.
And so you see, Mr. Whoopi, I'll end up in the guardhouse if we don't find a surefire way to get our message to the fort.
Well, if you want a surefire method, you might try smoke signals. Oh, get it? Oh, yes. Well, what you need is a telegraph.
Tell her what?
The telegraph. It was invented by Samuel Morse in 1840, and it greatly speeded up communication.
How does the telegraph work?
Well, why don't we make a simple one for you right now? First, we take a flat piece of wood with a small block of wood nailed on it. In front of the small block, we put in 2 iron nails with insulated wires wrapped around them and joining them together.
Get all this down, Chumley.
Check.
Now we nail this T-shaped piece of iron onto the block of wood so the top of the T is over the nails.
Gee, Mr. Whoopi, that looks so easy even I could do it.
Of course, my boy. Now this is what is called our sounder. It receives the message. So from it, we run our wires and then build our message sending device.
That's the part we'd need in the outpost.
Exactly! To build the sender, we use this small square of wood, 2 thumbtacks, and this small strip of flexible brass or copper. We put one end of our wire under the end of our copper strip and tack it down on the wood. Then we bend up the other end of the copper strip.
I still don't see how it works, Mr. Whoopi.
Patience, my boy, you'll see. Now here, under the up end of the copper strip, we tack down a piece of insulated wire.
Check.
Then all we have to do is take the wire from our receiving device and attach it to a battery. And then do the same with the wire from our sending device. And whoopee! We have our telegraph.
But how does it work?
Very simple. This copper strip is our key. Just press it down on the tack, and it completes our electric circuit.
Look! That T-shaped piece of metal hit the nails and made noises.
Exactly! When our key completes the electric circuit, current flows to our nails and makes them magnets, and they pull down the sounder, the T-shaped piece of metal.
Can you send real messages, Mr. Whoopi?
Of course! Using this Morse code, you can send dots and dashes from your outpost. Someone else at the fort, using this same Morse code, can listen to the sounder and write down what letters the dots and dashes stand for.
Zowie! All we've got to do is run wire from the fort to our outpost. Phineas J. Whoopi, you're the greatest.
Quickly, Tennessee and Chumley hurried back to begin putting up their telegraph wire.
All right, Chumley. Hold this post steady while I climb up and hook on the wire.
Okay, Tennessee.
Now hand me up that hammer, Chumley.
But I...
No buts, Chumley. Just hand it up.
Okay, Tennessee.
Finally, the telegraph was ready.
What did I tell you, Chumley? Tennessee Tuxedo will not fail. With this telegraph, nothing can go wrong. All clear out there, men?
3 o'clock, and all's well. 3 o'clock, and all's well.
3 o'clock and all's well.
3:01, and...
All right. I get the idea. I'll send the all clear to General Livingston. I'll probably get a medal for this job.
But what does the message say?
The outpost reports all clear.
Good, good. I'm glad to see those boys are finally on the alert. And for completely failing in your duty to warn of the Indian attack, I order you banished from the fort.
No, not outside the fort. The Indians! No, let me in! Let me in! Let me in! Let me in! Let me in!
Gee, Tennessee, what were you doing outside? You woke me up.
The next time you fall asleep, stay out of my dreams.
What did I do wrong that time?